What if your pastor told you that disagreeing with him meant you were possessed by demons, or a Satanist? That's exactly what the church I was in for 25 years teaches. I want to show you how they use fear, guilt, and shame to control people, by calling any doubt, any question, rebellion. Here's a pastor from the Potter's House, Darren Manzone. Watch what he says about disobeying your pastor.
A refusal to do the will of God is called what? Rebellion. Let me take that one step further. A refusal to do what your pastor asks you to do is called what? Rebellion. Some people say, I don't have to do what you say. What? And no, you don't. But if you don't, you're rebellious.
Disobey your pastor, that's the same as disobeying God. No room for conscience, no room for question. But it gets worse. This pastor from Prescott says rebellion isn't just wrong, it's demonic.
Listen, rebellion is a demon spirit. You need to write that down. It's not just information. Well, they left the church and they're really good people. They just have a difference of opinion. Them and pastor, they just agree to disagree. It's a demon spirit.
You question your pastor, you got a demon. Now watch this following pastor. He takes it all the way.
He says rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. He doesn't say rebellion is like the sin of witchcraft. He says rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. So clearly put, when you defy God's will or godly authority in your life by disobedience, remember that you begin to dabble into witchcraft through rebellion. It doesn't matter where your rebellion is, whether it's a failure to apply instruction from God or speaking against authority. It doesn't matter if your rebellion is something that's large and obvious or very small. Rebellion itself is occultism. Why? Because if you have a spirit of rebellion, you might as well dress up in all black and sacrifice a goat. You're following Satan just as clearly because the power of Satan seeks you to draw you away from right authority toward the authority of yourself.
Disagree, you're rebellious. Rebellious, you got a demon, which makes you a Satanist, which means you're not a Christian and you're going to hell. This isn't faith, this is spiritual abuse, and it's based entirely on taking the Bible out of context. Teachings like this is what turns churches into cults. You can follow God without fear, without control, and without the Potter's House. Follow for more or read my story in Escaping the Potter's House.